business development representative are really starting to mount. You know, I gotta get up, I gotta pack lunch, thank you, and I gotta go to work, and then the lunch thing again rears its ugly head, and it's just, you gotta get out, you gotta find ways to diversify your schedule. So me, my roommate, and my fiance all decided to go caving this weekend. That's right, we went to Mammoth Cave in Kentucky. It's the largest cave in the world, and we did the largest cave tour in the world at said cave. I learned a couple things. There were a couple takeaways. Like I said, I'm in sales. My boss is always like, Ryan, after a long conference call, should be like, what are the takeaways? And I'm like, first takeaway is I should probably start listening on the conference calls. So we go to the cave, and I realized there's just an innate fear people have when they're in a cave, because there's so much unknown. They don't know what's out there. There's so much of this cave system that hasn't been mapped yet. So there's like a lot of stuff you could do to really just kind of mess with people. And my priority there, my idea would be to kind of bring like a little jam box with you and just play noises that have nothing to do with caving, like truck horn. Just in the middle of the cave, it'd be like, are there cave trucks? In this cave? I heard about that in Carlsbad Caverns. Or just, you know, just in the middle, we're crawling underneath, and you just play the sounds of a friendly diner. So everybody's like, there's diners in this cave? There's just no really understanding of what's actually underneath anything. So it was kind of fun. And secondly, there was one part of the tour where our tour merged with this regular tour, the basic bitch tour, where you pay like $5, you see one stalagmite, you have a frappuccino and call it a day. Not us. We walk up to this tour and we're in head-to-toe coveralls, dirty, we got knee pads on, we got our helmets on, we look like we just saved the world from abomination. And we walk up and everybody's like, oh my God, who? They're like, wild cavers coming through. And I was like, how we doing, Stan? How's the baby? Feeling like the man, the best ego boost in the world. Saying hey to everybody. I walk like 5 feet around the corner and I see a cricket and scream like a little bitch. Ego down. But yeah, it's good to travel. Like most of you, I came from parents. I have parents. And I want to talk about my parents a little bit. I want to start with my father. My father is one of the most unique specimen of human on the face of the earth. My father believes in character, and that things that are more difficult build more character. There's no reason to take the easy road when you could do it the hard way, because the hard way is just, it just builds character, you know? And I'll like come downstairs and he'll be making breakfast and he'll be like churning the butter. He's like, Ryan, pancakes will be ready in 9 hours. I'm like, Dad, we have country crock in the fridge. He eats all the time, he just eats. He's a bottomless pit, he just loves to eat. And there's just so many different food stories that come to mind about my dad, but the best one is one time when my mom decided to make edamame. Everybody knows how to eat edamame here, yes? You pop the bean out of the case, proceed to eat. My dad, before we even sit down, has already started gnawing at the actual casings of the beans. He's like, yeah, yes, like a piece of flesh. He's like, I love these things, you gotta work for the beans. I'm like, no you don't, Dad, you pop them out the top. He's like, I hate these beans. He would always cook for us. By cook, I mean put bowls of stuff in the microwave. And I like butter beans, so my dad would cook me a bowl of butter beans. And I'd like eat some of them, you know, a serving size, and they'd be like, Ryan, finish up those beans, I made those for you. And I'm like, no you didn't, and that's not the serving size. I'm not about to eat a whole can of beans. He always has new old clothes, too. Like, he'll just show up and be like, you like this shirt? And I'm like, Dad, that shirt is literally from 1972, and it's perfectly starched. Where are you going to find these clothes? I know his go-to destinations. He's a big advocate of 2 brands. Cortland Classic from the Sam's Club, the white tennis sneakers, all whites. He has a hat that has no logo on it, it's just hat brand hat. And he loves great value. He's a big believer, and he always told me, he's like, Ryan, I've seen the world, okay? I've traveled the world, I know what's up. He's like, all the brands in the world are bullshit. He's like, the product comes down the assembly line, and one lady smacks logos on them, and they go different areas, and that's how everything gets made. And I'm like, 1, no, it's not. And 2, have you tried Great Value's creamed corn? It's disgusting. There's no way I want to go the lowest bidder on creamed corn. But he's a great guy, you know, he falls asleep instantly, and he has this sleeping mask to help him breathe a little better. And it's pretty funny because no matter if he's fallen asleep 5 seconds ago or 15 minutes ago, whenever you walk in to disturb him after he's put his mask on, he always sounds like Darth Vader. What's going on? What's going on? Like he's in the middle of some nom dream or something. It's like, Dad, I just wanted to ask you about my 401k. But the best part about him is he has something I find most dads have here, and it's called unidentified injury syndrome. And that is when you ask your father where he procured a certain wound. I don't know. There's just no possible way for me to know where this ailment came from. I don't know, my dad. I just get injured. People throw stuff at me. I'm just ugh. And I remember I came home the other day and I was opening the door and he was bending down to take the garage out. And I drilled him right in the head with the little twisty thing on the door. And he starts bleeding profusely from the forehead. It's pouring down. And instead of rectified, he just leans up on the counter. He's like, so what were you saying about that Roth IRA? Literally, nothing happened. I'm like, Dad, clean yourself up. Be a human being. Hell of a guy. Now there's my mom. My mom knows two things. The first is that it's not her fault. She got this chair from Goodwill, in our home that had never had cockroaches, and our home immediately started to have cockroaches. My sister was sitting at dinner and she put two and two together and goes, Mom, I think that chair from Goodwill is giving the house cockroaches. And my mom goes, impossible. No discussion. No, it's not the chair. It's definitely the chair. The other thing my mom knows is that everything that's not her fault is my dad's fault. And I remember I came home a couple years ago from college and she was like, Ryan, I've got to talk to you about this. She goes, your father has been hoarding all the emails. And I was like, Mom, what does that even mean? She goes, I log on and there's just no emails and I know he's got them. I know your father's just sitting there with all these emails. And I was like, okay, calm down. We can solve this. So I went onto the computer and I clicked on Outlook and it had been uninstalled a year ago. And I was like, Mom, we don't have any emails in here because we don't use it. We use Gmail. She goes, well, I'm sure your father had something to do with that. I was like, yeah, I'm sure that he did. Thank you guys very much. I've been Ryan Shirley.